A trillion-dollar Bitcoin heist, a rogue billionaire mastermind, a former SAS operative caught between betrayal and a global financial meltdown. As Jason Statham's Jack Steele races against time to stop the ultimate cyber attack, he uncovers a shocking truth. The real enemy isn't who he thought. Will he save the world's economy or let it all burn? The city of London hummed under a neon glow as Jack Steele, a former SAS operative turned cybersecurity expert, walked into the towering headquarters of a Swiss Bitcoin bank. Billions of dollars sat within their digital vaults, secured behind unbreakable firewalls. Until now, a sudden global crisis had sent Bitcoin's value skyrocketing, making this bank the most valuable institution in the world. But with great wealth came great danger. A notorious hacker group known as Ghost Protocol had already infiltrated the system, planting a virus capable of wiping out the entire Bitcoin reserve. Jack had been recruited by Interpol's cyber division to stop them, but something about this mission didn't add up. The hackers were always one step ahead, as if they knew his every move. As Jack analyzed the server logs, an alarm blared. Ghost Protocol had triggered phase 1 of their heist. The virus was live. He had less than 12 hours to stop it. Jack's investigation led him to Dubai, where a former dark web informant had intel on the hacker group. He met the contact in a dimly lit rooftop bar, but before any words could be exchanged, a bullet shattered the glass between them. Jack dove for cover as gunmen swarmed the building. The informant, mortally wounded, handed Jack a small USB drive before collapsing. "Viktor Reznov," he gasped before his last breath. Jack barely escaped, leaping from rooftop to rooftop as bullets rained down. He knew that name. Reznov was a former KGB cyber terrorist, presumed dead 5 years ago. If he was back, that meant something far worse than just a bank robbery was at play. Jack fled Dubai under the radar, decoding the USB drive en route. It revealed encrypted messages between Interpol's top cybersecurity officer and Viktor Reznov himself. Someone on the inside had set him up. Realizing he was being hunted, Jack reached out to an old ally, Mira Chen, a brilliant underground hacker who had once been his enemy. She reluctantly agreed to help, but not before reminding him that working together had never ended well. They decrypted more files, uncovering Victor's real plan. The virus wasn't just about stealing Bitcoin. It would trigger a global financial collapse, wiping out traditional banking systems and forcing the world to rely solely on digital currency, which Victor controlled. The world's fate was in Jack's hands, but he was running out of time. He needed to get to Switzerland, where Victor was hiding deep within a secret underground vault beneath the Swiss Alps. As Jack and Mira arrived in Zurich, they were ambushed. A convoy of black SUVs surrounded them, and elite mercenaries opened fire. A high-speed chase through the city streets ended in a dramatic crash, with Jack barely managing to escape. Mira wasn't as lucky. She was captured. Jack had no choice but to go in alone. Disguising himself as a security contractor, he infiltrated the Swiss Bitcoin bank's vault. The underground facility was impenetrable, lined with biometric scanners and AI defense drones. Jack took down guards with swift, brutal efficiency, making his way to the main server room. There, he finally came face to face with Viktor Reznov. "Ah, Mr. Steele," Victor smirked, standing behind a sleek holographic control panel. "You're too late." He pressed a button and red warning lights filled the room. The virus was activating. Jack lunged, but Victor's personal bodyguard, a towering ex-Spetsnaz enforcer, intercepted him. The fight was brutal, a relentless exchange of blows as the countdown to financial doomsday ticked away. Jack, battered and bloodied, managed to disable the bodyguard and reached Victor. But then came the final twist. The real mastermind wasn't Victor. A hidden feed on Victor's monitor revealed a shadowy figure on a secure line, an American government official. "You didn't really think we'd let the free market control the future, did you?" the voice said. Jack realized the terrifying truth. This wasn't just a cyber attack. It was an orchestrated economic reset designed to eliminate traditional wealth and shift power to those controlling digital currency. The virus was never meant to steal Bitcoin. It was meant to erase every other form of money and leave the world with no choice but to submit. Victor, realizing he had been used, turned to Jack. "You think I wanted this?" he growled. "I was their pawn, just like you. But Jack didn't have time for philosophy. The countdown had seconds left. He made a choice. Rather than disable the virus, he rewrote it, ensuring that no single entity, not Victor, not the U.S. government, could ever control the future of currency. The system rebooted. Billions of dollars disappeared into the blockchain. Untraceable, unowned. The world's economy was spared, but now no one knew who controlled the missing fortune. As the Swiss bank's alarms blared, Jack escaped into the snowy mountains. The world would soon learn the truth, but by then, he would be gone. Somewhere in the digital ether, a single Bitcoin wallet now held the greatest fortune in history. The final question remained, who would find it first?